Hey guys, what's up? Today in this video we're going to take a look at a couple different lights and see how they compare to each other. Light versus light, if you will, and then maybe a science experiment or two by request from viewers. The first light we're going to look at today is this one right here. This is the profile panel RGB from American DJ. It has 288 5mm diodes inside of it. A big question has been, how bright is this light compared to, say, the Mega Panel LED by American DJ? This has 288 10mm diodes in it, so it would stand to reason this light is brighter. But how much brighter? Let's take a look. What you're looking at is the soffit and gutter of the house next door. I did measure this. It's 17 feet up in the air. Now the good news is nobody's home. It's like 3:30 in the morning. Just having a little fun. Right down there on the ground, as you can see, we have the Mega Panel LED in full RGB, meaning it's as white as it's going to get. And then if you pan over here, we have the Profile Panel RGB with the 5mm diodes. And let's look up and see what we got. Again, 17 feet up in the air. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell a difference, but there you have it. On the right, you have the Mega Panel. On the left, you have the Profile Panel. You can see a difference. The Mega Panel is definitely more brilliant, but what you got to remember is the Profile Panel is a budget piece. It does pretty good for half the price. So what did you think? Let's check out a couple more lights. This is one of my first up lights I ever bought. This is the PAR 64B LED Pro. It's got 181 10mm diodes inside. Have a look in there. That's quite a few. It's been a great light for me. But we have a new friend today we're going to take a look at. This is the ProPar 56 RGB with 36 1-watt diodes inside. Let's take a look. You're looking at the PAR 64 LED Pro. We're going to pan up and take a look at the spot it's making on the soffit. Now let's pan down and take a look at the all-new ProPar 56 RGB. Now what I'm going to do is try to, right there. Can you see the differences? Of course, on the right we have the brand new ProPar 56 RGB. On the left we have the PAR 64 LED Pro. You can definitely tell a difference. Look at that. What you're seeing way off in the distance there is a building across the street. I just got out my tape measure. It's 120 feet away from this camera. So, let's have a little fun. This is the PAR 64 LED Pro shining on that building. This is the new 56 RGB shining on that building. About 2 summers ago, I did a gig. On the way to the gig, I was talking to Jay from Pioneer, and he had a suggestion for me. He said, why don't you try to take your mega bars and hang them vertically under your speaker and shine them on the crowd and see how it works. Well, I did it, and as I suspected, they were really bright, and I even got some complaints from some of the people who were sitting in, I guess, line of sight of the mega bars saying, wow, turn those things off please, those are too bright. So one of our viewers out there remembers that video and asked me, well, what would happen if you did that, but this time put the Scrim King in front of it? It's an interesting idea. My mega bars are packed away in my truck for a gig later on today, but I do have my Mega Bar 50s, and what they are, just like a mega bar except half the size. I've got him hanging on a speaker stand right now with Scrim King in front of him. Let's take a look and see what we got. And that's what you're looking at. Yeah, it works. You do get bleeding on the dance floor. It's not too bright. The only problem I have with it is obviously there's a hot spot there. And I don't like that hot spot. Let's go ahead and put some tunes on and watch it flash to the beat and, I don't know, see what you think. Now alternately, here's Scrim King with the Megabar 50 laying on the floor facing up. I like that look better. Yeah, you still get a little hot spot, but it's not bad. I think it's an overall better look for the Scrim King, and I think you're probably getting about the same bleed out, believe it or not, as you are facing it straight towards the audience. While we're on the subject of Scrim King, another viewer is asking what the profile panel RGB would look like behind a pair of Scrim King tripod covers. So let's take a look. And there's your answer. And that's not a bad look at all. I think I like the Megabar 50 look better, but the profile panel RGB is a very interesting alternative. I think it looks pretty nice. So there you have it. We did some comparisons, we tried some new things. I enjoy doing videos like this. It's nice to come together, ask questions, try things in different environments or different situations, compare things, and see what might work best for you. Now, when it comes to the uplighting, I do want to add that obviously some lights were much brighter than others in our comparisons we did outside on the house. However, do we always need a blinding bright light for uplighting? It's supposed to be subtle. Yeah, sometimes it's great to have a bright light. Sometimes you don't need a light quite as bright as, say, the Mega Panel LED or even the 56 RGB. But sometimes you do. And for those of you who are budget-minded, obviously the lesser expensive product could work great for you and still give you a fantastic effect without breaking the bank. So there you have it. We've got more product coming in the next week or so. I do have some more product on the shelf that I'm going to try to get videos out on this week. We're going to do another video later on. If you saw the poor man's moving head totem, we're going to do another alternative to that, hopefully in the next week as soon as my parts come in for it. So I enjoyed this, and if you guys have more ideas of stuff I should do like this, let me know. If there's something you'd like to see, you know, maybe how it works with something else, or a setup that you had imagined in your head, you don't have the resources to put it together, I do, let me know. Maybe I can put this together for you, and we can take a look and see how it works. So we'll see you next time. Practice and enjoy.